right, we back. Playa T, that's me. Hollywood in the hood. Doing it really, really big. But if you're still sleeping, right here, I got one of the finest artists out of Youngstown to date right now. Joining us on board the Playa
What's
T
good?
show is Notice.
What's good?
What's up, Notice? How you doing?
How you doing, baby?
I'm doing fantastic. First thing right off the back, the style and the flair.
Notice effect.
Yeah, now hold on. Is that some Libra type stuff? Are you a Libra?
I'm not. I'm Aquarius, the crazy Aquarius, but I'm the GOAT for Youngstown. I'm the first one to
Okay.
get on World Star. I was like the first female artist to really be doing something. So yeah, I'm the GOAT.
Okay, you the go to Youngstown.
Go to my city.
Yeah, I hope none of y'all take issue with that out there. We do got the
Ah.
golf club. You try to, you know.
Oh, you know somebody sitting back saying,
Yeah.
she know.
Now, see, no, I knew her. I had the bars first.
What female was that?
Hold on. So, how long you been rocking out of Youngstown? Notice how long you been doing that?
I just got back into it about a year ago.
Just so that leads me to believe you took a hiatus.
I actually stopped for a long time. Actually, when I ended up on World Star, I had stopped already for a year.
By the time you made it to World Star, you took your break.
I took a break.
Now, why is that? You had to recalibrate, you had children, you had a relationship, you had employment. What happened?
My father bought me a salon, and then he bought me a school building.
Dad, what's up, baby? What's up, baby? What's your dad's name?
Charles, big fella. Hey,
Big
Daddy.
fella? What's up, big fella? Yeah, Charles, you the man, man. Hold on, was that out of the blue, or you know your dad had this trajectory all along where he was going to do something like this?
Well, I've owned a salon since I was 15. So it was like the next salon, and then I wanted to open a school building. So he bought me an elementary school.
So you already had a salon?
Yeah.
Since you were 15?
Yeah.
And so he got you another another location.
Yeah, bigger.
Ah, wow. Yeah, so, okay.
And it was like, make a decision. Which one you going to do?
So did Dad support the music, though?
My dad does support music other than with the
He
cussing.
just had that-
He don't like the cussing.
Okay, yeah.
Like, I done
this
had
look-
uncles that
he
want-
rocked you.
You
You
don't like
know,
the cussing.
he
He said you
fed
lose 50
you.
points for the cussing.
Yeah, he rocked you and kissed you on your forehead. He don't want to hear the vulgarity.
And he didn't want me to, because I don't have dope boy money. Like, usually everybody get in this game, they selling dope. They was selling dope. They got a whole bunch of dope money to the side, and they clean it in the game. I ain't have dope money. So we got to do what Daddy say.
Well, you had entrepreneurship money.
Oh,
you know,
yes.
you know what I mean?
That's how I made the
Hold on,
impact.
but fathom what Dad did. He was okay with the music. He might not have liked the cursing, but he, in his mind, I got a backup plan for baby girl here. You know what I mean? Yeah, the flowing is all cool, and you hustle and flow. It's hustle and flow. Y'all seen the movie?
I love Cookie.
Hold on. So is Mom in the picture?
Yes, my mom's alive.
Okay, so was she in part of all those plans, like helping you bring another salon to fruition and, you know, keeping you motivated behind
Yeah,
the
I
music?
use a bunch of her credit cards too. Yeah.
You use the
Yeah, we use
studio
all
time too and all that?
No, not with the studio time. They be thinking it's a hobby, and when you in Youngstown, because in Youngstown I was known for hair. I was the bad
Right,
girl
you-
of hair.
you-
But
ever
in
since
Cleveland,
15.
I was known for music.
Okay, okay. Well, let me take it back to the beginning. The salon. You're 15 years old. You doing hair? Were you any good?
I wasn't doing hair at 15. I just owned the salon.
Bossed up, T.
Just own it.
Bossed up. Well, okay. That sounds like parents had it slotted for you, and then you matured, and then you matured. You
Yeah.
matured into the position. People like Miles can relate. You know what I mean? You matured into the position.
Yeah, we got like 4 stylists in our our family, so it was just like, oh, this is what we do.
Oh yeah, you got stylists that run through the family.
Yeah.
Okay. So at some point, did you ever do hair, or you just been a salon
Oh yeah,
owner?
I'm like the top dog in Youngstown, other than my cousin Dorothy.
What age were you when you started to get into actually doing hair?
18.
And were you doing it at your shop, of course?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. How was that dynamic, you being 18, owning the shop since you were 15?
You got to deal with a lot
finally
of...
coming in, dealing with people who probably been at it longer than you. So how did you navigate through those things where you are still a businesswoman?
Okay, so we're dealing with older stylists. They have their ways, and they want to ask you stuff you doing to your building, and it ain't their business. And it's hard to tell older folks it's not your business. So I would sit there and just make up something. Oh, I'm just remodeling. Well, what you doing with it? I'm just remodeling. Well, what is it gonna be? Oh God, it's gonna be a bedroom. I'll just make up something. And then I got to the point, well, just call my father. I give him my father's phone number and be like, call him and ask him his business.
Wow. Oh, you played it off with your dad.
Yeah, it made it easier.
What was your
Like that now, though.
was your shop real popular?
Very. Dynasty Salon.
Did hip hop artists and musicians come through there, whether they were well
Nitty
known or not?
Beats then came into my salon.
Okay.
I've helped 3 of our mayors get elected. They all come in
Wow.
there. I'm like, the Mecca. If you want to know what's going on in Youngstown, most
You
of
had
the time
3
salons.
mayors. You had 3
3
mayors
mayors
come
come
to
through
your
my
establishment. That's not no small potatoes.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. I'm still a player about it. But
Right. The one that's trying to get elected right now, Tracy Wimbush, shouts out. She a Republican, but she's a female, and we ain't had a female, so I like her.
So while you were maturing, because you had the shop since you were 15, now you're 18, now you're actually doing hair in your shop, you controlling and manipulating. Was the vibe for music there yet?
Yes.
It was.
Like I done been on the same stage with Machine Gun Kelly when he was called Machine Gun Kelly.
He probably could have used you the other day though when Connor got at him.
Ooh.
Y'all know Connor.
Oh, you didn't get at it.
He didn't get at him.
Ooh.
MGK, what happened? You got to come tell a story because I heard he got at you. I don't know what happened. It's something about he took a swing, but I don't know. I'm kind of confused because Conor McGregor's saying ain't nothing really happened. We
They
all
ain't allowed to
good.
talk about it.
Yeah, it looked like something really did happen, my man. I think something went on with that woman, Megan Fox. Somebody got a little beside
Y'all know how
themselves.
y'all Cleveland people is. I done
Yeah.
seen y'all throwing the beers at the games at people,
you
so
seen that, huh?
we ain't got a lot of.
Yeah, you probably
You
seen
talked
us
the wrong
te-
thing
You
and
probably
swinging.
seen us in the dog pound throwing batteries. You probably did. You probably did. So you did have a music vibe.
Yeah.
Were you writing your own material then?
I've always been writing.
Were you recording then?
Yes.
So were you listening to your music in the shop?
My music was nasty. It was like ultra nasty. Like my first song that hit World Star was called Good Head.
Wow. Hold on. So you were competing against Superhead.
Well, I was gonna put him in my video for Good Head, cause at the time I do strippers. I always bring strippers to the city. So it was Pink
Oh, your shop was
and
litty lit.
Jada Fox. What's her name? Fox, the Fox girl. Them two. I was gonna have them two.
Okay.
Little
Okay.
Squirt Mama.
So you built a following with the striptease artists and stuff like that.
Yep. I always use strippers in my video. Cause I'm easy to get them.
And
Like when
they-
dudes supposed to get them in their video, but I can get them in my
They
video.
favored your music.
They love me.
They favored your entrepreneurial spirit.
Yes.
They will hang around your shop, hang around with you.
Right. I even did stuff like this, interviewing them, putting them on where they supposed to be at. Well, what you gonna be
Interviewing
selling
them?
next week?
Oh,
Yes.
wow.
We even created a Bad Girls of Youngstown in Youngstown.
Is that right?
Yes.
Hold that thought. Notice we're gonna take a quick break and we're gonna be back with that right there. Playa T, that's me, Hollywood in the hood. All right, we back. Big shout out to my man Harry Blythewood, man. Happy birthday today. He's a principal. That's Donna's son. Happy birthday to Harry. Harry, a good dude. We went bowling the other day. Real good guy. You know what I mean? So happy birthday to him. And I want to remind you, if you're artists out there like Notice and A. Tony No Montana, and you want to get your stuff out there to the world, you need to know the language. You just can't go out there thinking you're gonna make money off your own intellectual property and you don't know what to say or how to say it. There's a language, there's a technique, and then you have to be disciplined on top of all that. And we've got the pointers to teach you the game in the book. Learn how to earn unlimited money with hand-to-hand distribution. Get the book right now. Right now, like I said at the onset of the show, you've seen right here, Notice with us since the beginning. You've seen my man A. Tony No Montana open up the show. He's joining us now on set. What's up, A. Tony No Montana?
What's up?
Interesting name, man. You know, I'm trying. It's gonna flow off the. It's flowing off the tongue, but it took me a minute. Why the name A. Tony No Montana?
The name was actually thought of by like it was like on some. I was spelling my name when you looked at my own name. It don't like it actually say my real name, so I'm like, let's go say A. Tony. Went with that for a minute. 3 months later, some dude dropping some music with the same name. My music
A.
started.
Tony.
Yeah, then like. Then the whole year later, he had like a whole 3 mixtapes. I'm like,
Oh wow.
so I'm like, this changed it. And then plus, A. Tony, they be thinking I'm talking about a book. It's like A. Tony, it's like a book. It's a book writer with A. Tony.
Okay.
Like, I never heard of him, but yeah.
And then you ain't want to confuse it with. I'm
Tony
thinking maybe
Montana,
like fake gangster stuff.
Alright, so A. Tony, no Montana.
Okay, yeah. Now we got it. Okay. How did you end up hooking up with Notice right here?
I knew her since I came out.
That's my son.
Okay, okay. Okay, so you and Nikki around here birthing all kind of artists.
Yes.
You know what I mean? How long y'all been rocking together? How long you been doing this?
Man, I wish I'd have been rocking like how I was supposed to from the jump. Because at a point in time, I was 17, opened up for Dope Boys Cash Out, Young Dro.
Okay.
And we fell out for a minute. She was telling me that Meek Mill manager had hit me up. I ain't believe it because I was thinking I was trash at the time. So I ain't believe.
You didn't believe in yourself.
Yeah, not at all. I wouldn't even
I
take
had a
rap
group
serious.
of kids. They would just come into the shop like a center, and I just let them get in the studio. We do videos.
You had a studio in your salon?
Mm-hmm.
You did it!
Yes, I
He
did.
was doing it.
Yeah, I
Still
had them
doing it.
all there, and he was the best one even then. His
You took an interest into him.
His problem was he didn't have any real content. He hadn't had no life experiences yet. He ain't had a baby mamas. He ain't had nobody busting no windows and his friends getting shot. Now he has all that, and he can talk about it.
Okay. But you saw something even then in him.
Yep.
That he had the potential to put words together and make an impact.
My family has like almost always been there. Like my uncle was one that was, B.B. King wanted him to travel with him. My grandmother was like, oh no, she ain't making a crackhead. I'm out of town.
Where does this come from? Notice I see your father is a great inspiration in your life, a great man and person in your life, a buoy in your parents' period. Is that the thing that they gave you this strength and gave you this drive and determination and want to bring up people underneath you?
No, that's just natural. That's a natural thing I do. But music actually came from me proving to some artists, like, you know, people tell you, oh, I've been doing music for 13 years. I'd be like, the only thing wrong is you don't know how to get noticed. You in the same, okay, the baby. He put Pamper on. He put a Pamper on, and he would go to stores, and he would put his flyers up for people to notice him.
Yeah.
What's her name?
We can name
Doja Cat.
okay.
I
Yeah,
remember
I like
in the
Doja
milkman.
Cat.
I remember her in the cow milk outfit with the French fries up her nose. Talk about I'm a cow. I remember that. I'm like, hey, if you ain't do nothing, you remember her.
Right.
So it was like y'all don't know how to get noticed. I'm gonna show you what I mean. And it's hard, you know. You tell artists what they need to do.
Right.
They think
Well-
you're just talking. Because if that was it, you should be able to do it.
Well, and you knew what you were talking about because your shop was popular. You had all these popular people coming through, and then you know how to, galvanize the public by dealing in certain sectors. So,
So I was able to prove to them that I can do what I told you that you should do for yourself. And
So-
at that time, I didn't even believe I was a good rapper.
So, A. Tony No Montana. So you coming through there, you really wasn't taking it serious. You didn't believe in yourself. You know, how did you feel about Notice? Like, did you feel like she overbearing? And did you think she was on to something, or what did you think?
At the time, she had what she was going on, but I was like, I wasn't even open, like, as far as what's going
This
on in the world.
entrepreneur lady doing it since a young age, none of that sunk in with you at that time.
Even at like selling candy out of school, none of that hit my head. None of it.
It's like a deer when they first start walking. You know, they all over the place. They gotta get some stability about themselves.
It be too easy. Sometimes when you make it real easy, Nitty Beats walked in the shop. They had the studio for a whole month. And he was like, I want to hear some stuff. They had one song put down. He said, hey, I could take this song and put my beat on there and make y'all the stuff. Then they probably took it a little serious that day because we did finish a mixtape.
He was making a lot of stuff for Atlanta?
No, I mean, Nitty came to Youngstown, Ohio. Right. It was in my shop, and he listened to their music.
So, hey, Tony, no Montana, when you say you fell out a little bit right here with Notice, so what did you do in that time period? Did you hit the streets? Did you refine what you were doing? Did you have to go recalibrate?
Two babies.
Nah, one baby. But at the time, that's where I actually started to. It's for the first year, it was just fucking off basketball.
Oh, you're athlete.
Yeah.
Okay. You can put the ball in the rim.
Tattoos every day. I was a mobile tattoo man at the time. Like I'll pull up to your house 6 in the morning.
You still do?
6 at night. Not anymore. That's too. I get too much clientele with tattoos to where I don't gotta drive to anybody. They just come to me.
Okay. Oh, so you got a tattoo business still?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
And I was in Akron for a point in time.
Baby mama.
Yeah, and that's when I actually started taking music serious again at that point. Because I was starting to realize, like, wait a minute, this shit really easier than I made it seem. Like, back then, I was trying too hard. It really ain't that hard to put it together, so I'm like.
So when did the idea to come back in your head to revisit, Notice and get with her program and what she had going on? When did the light click back on, and how, can you explain it?
I actually made the light click back on.
You made the light click back on?
Because she was completely done with music. She wasn't doing any type of promotion anymore.
That's when you took that break.
Until I started coming over, showing her some of my songs, playing her some of my new
So you
songs.
lightweight inspire her to,
Yeah, it was him, and then the guy that produced the song for Good Head.
Okay.
He had been to jail. He went to jail for a minute, and then he got out, and he came to me
He
and
don't
said,
have nothing to do with that song, do he?
No,
Okay,
the Good Head, no.
I just have to, get to the bottom of that, The inspiration for such things,
Yeah, sometimes, huh?
Right.
He hit me up, and he asked me to do Good Head again. He said if it hit World Stars before, we're going to do a new beat, revamp it, and redo it again, and they'll grab on it again. And I was like, Now, these are the same. He was around my kids when we was doing this. So he was doing a lot of stuff for me free because with the kids.
Okay.
So when he come to me and asked
Did
me
you
to
have
do
put
something.
that extra influence on him and look in his eyes and all of that?
No.
Okay.
He came to me and he said, I need you to do this again. And because he had did so much free work for me back in the day, I'll do this for you. And that's what started this back up again. Like, oh, my God, I'm in the studio.
Wow. So now you're working with a poised young man in Tony No Montana. He's actually believing in himself, and he's bringing the fire.
Yes.
That lit a fire up underneath you?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So did everybody else fall by the wayside, or you still continue to work with other people?
Oh, my God. We got a whole team. T-Sly, shouts out.
Got Bruce Wayne coming soon.
Yeah.
Bruce Wayne?
You got a song called Bruce Wayne with T-Sly. We got Sleep the Slum King.
Sleep the Slum King.
Jungle. He's actually a producer
names, boy, they got some stuff for you all.
a rapper. So, huh? Yeah. That'd be the thing. We don't just be doing some music about something. We trying to look for those, when we making our music, that one thing that everybody can say. It'd be a flow of genre. I don't want to sit there and say, oh, I'm a Crip, and now all the Bloods is mad. Or I'm a Blood, and you know what I'm saying? So we try to do, like, what's going to be the single we push? And that's when we picked up Win for him. Yes, that they'll love it, no matter what.
So you and your conglomerate, have y'all start putting shows together to showcase the talent you're working with and things of that nature?
Yes, we actually put together a podcast, and they have this new TV thing that's online that you could actually be on Warner Cable, your own channel like Zeus Network.
Yeah.
And we're putting that together right now as we speak.
What
Because we still got the Bad Girls coming out again.
Yeah, talk about that, because we had went to a break, and you said you got it's a ladies club basically.
Bad Girls of Youngstown.
Bad Girls of Youngstown.
Y'all can go check out their stuff on YouTube.
Now, are they really turned or halfway turned?
Oh my God! Now, here was the thing. Fred, he was one of my backup dancers when he was 16. He came to me and said, "Hey, I want to do this." I said, "I'll help you, Then we started doing it. The girls got so wild that I couldn't deal with them no
Hold
more.
on, got wild like you'll film and they wanted to get X-rated?
No, like I beat up one.
Beat up! You had to
I
beat
beat
somebody up.
one. And then they just kept, like the one, she kept on getting committed to the hospital for pink slipping her. I'm like, oh, this is too much. And when they start calling folks to come to the location to shoot each other, I'm like, I'm really done. And I let Fred finish it, and Fred took
Wait a
him to
minute, they would
Florida.
show up to locations where you're shooting at and it'd be shootouts?
Man, they about to fight. They done called their cousins and their cousins, and everybody pulling up with guns. Y'all done see it on our show?
That sounds like some Suge Knight at the studio, you know, doing the soundtrack for the movie, and somebody might get ran over type stuff.
Yeah, we're about to do our second season. I came back on when he got it together. So I told him, I'll do the second season with you.
Now, hold on, though, notice, because a lot of people taking issues with reality shows and stuff like that. They feel like it's depicting a bad side of the culture. You know, so how do you tackle critics and criticism in that way, in that light?
You gotta have it. It's gonna happen. My video made 437 views on WorldStar. There was 456 bad comments. They was so bad that they was like, oh my God, she can't even sing. Or if that was Tina, y'all would love this song. Trina, y'all would love this song. To the point they started spelling my real name. First it was Ross, then it was Rose, then it was, no, that's Nicole Rose. I got about to 300 before they got my real name right. But yeah, and my thing is, the folks that don't like stuff, like you don't like kids getting beat up or a woman being abused, they share that more than they share.
That was in the footage?
Thank you, Jesus.
Was that in the footage, you squaring up and having to get, you know, get some straightening going on?
Yes.
So like, you were saying, so it's like, it's Eve, like somebody that you listen to?
I love Eve.
Yeah, when you said that like thing about the, because I know that she had that one real inspirational track where she was talking about the living father. Like that.
Yep.
Wow, okay. And so, did you shoot any of that stuff at your salon?
No.
Right, you didn't want to associate the brand with anything.
I closed the salon. I closed the salon since COVID.
You did? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Oh, it's okay. This has been a new life. When you're in the salon life, you got to be there. You got to be there. I wouldn't have been able to be in here if I was still doing that.
You got to be there because you're doing the hair.
Hello. You be
stuck. So you don't miss it right now.
I do not miss it at all.
Do you think you ever go back to being in the salon?
Teaching. I teach.
If we on the teacher level now, yeah, it sounds like Kim over there. Kim ain't back. Hey, Kim used to have the stragglers still coming in long after she retired, but
and
I
the
don't
worst
even see
thing
them
to
no
do
more.
is to be the Big Mac of the salon. Because everybody, no, I want you. I can't do everybody. I want you.
I want you. Well, that's flattering. So you're teaching. Are you doing? Is that the case right now?
I love it. I love teaching.
Okay, and so with the music, are you managing artists? Are you going in that direction? Because you're helping Tonino Montana out tremendously, where he at one point he didn't believe in himself, to where he's believing in himself and he's making really dope, hot music, and you had a lot to do with that. And I'm sure a lot of people, other people did. So, where are you going with that?
I don't want to be nobody's manager. I think managers be able to make moves for you. Like, they should be able to call DMX's manager and say, hey, what do we got coming out? This is the budget we got. Why don't we mix them? I don't have those type of pulls. I'm a great promotional manager.
Okay, right. Okay, you can help with
I can sit there and take your
like
budget.
You did, like you said, hey, Tonino Montana, I'm going to Cleveland tonight. I'm going to be on the Playa T show. You might want to come through here. Was it something like that, Tony? Something like that. So when you got, what did you think of that opportunity when she said she was coming to Cleveland? Like, do you get a chance to come here and do stuff all the time, or what?
Whenever the opportunity show up, I'm on it.
Yeah, we just did a show with DJ Jack the Ripper.
Okay.
Shouts out, baby. X-Squad DJs.
I have heard her music, and I'm like, yeah, who's gonna show me on? And then she's like, oh, I'm gonna bring my daughter. I'm like, well, I ain't even asked for dude. But then I heard his music. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, Okay. He's like, yeah, let's make it happen.
Look, if you put
And
me
we
on
glad
that,
we glad you did.
you put me on the wrong show and they be like freestyle. What? Yeah.
Well, hold on. Why is that? Because it could have been like it's your night. Why think to do that? Why? What is that about?
Again, it's only so long I could be in this before it just go to the bubble. I'm thinking like probably 2 or 3 albums and I'm done again. But he has full future.
Yes,
He has the full court. Like if you look at his catalog, like he only released 3 songs, but his catalog is deep. Every day he's doing something. I be like, I wrote something this week. Now I got a DJ want me to do a mixtape, so now I gotta finish all week. I'm like, ugh.
So do you have a full project yourself?
Like a full album?
Yeah.
No,
you're working on it right now.
Yeah, I got 3 songs out.
You got 3. Care to divulge the titles?
Only for the Night, which is nasty, is about
Hey,
what
it's
you gonna
only
do
for the
that
night.
night.
I'm only nasty for the night. You know what
That
I'm saying?
night,
Only
what's
for
going
the night.
down? Some yanking and pulling and ripping her dress.
Whoa.
Yes.
Little antlers. I
That's
don't
the
know
one we
what
did
he
the
on.
video
I don't know
for.
what he on. I really don't. But okay.
That one is
Okay.
yeah,
Oh, okay,
my,
okay.
my ghost ears. That one is on video only for tonight, and it's the 4 only for tonight. And then we have Bad Little Mama, and then I just dropped What I Do.
Okay, so are these industry beats or original material or what have you?
I've bought the beats. I've taken care of my licensing, and I get the highest licensing. So if y'all producers doing beats, send me some.
Well, hold that thought. Hey, Tony, no Montana. Notice. We're going to take a break and be right back in a minute. Play it to you. That's me, Hollywood in the Hood.